Marvel Studios just dropped Loki Season 3. Just kidding, we are not getting those old days soon. But Marvel Studio just dropped a deleted scene from Loki Season 2, which is interesting. Let's just see the scene first, then decode it.
Yes, there are so many people who said I was the problem.
Okay.
Nick Fury, Eric Selvig, Boar, Laufey, Amora, Jane Foster, Darcy Lewis, Maria Hill. We're going back a few years, but they're all there. Heimdall, Fandral, Volstagg, Hogan, Heimdall.
You just said that.
Heimdall was a big one.
Okay,
He got
but
very
you can't
upset.
you can't repeat it.
It's memorable. Absorbing Man. What about Donald Blake? Did I say him? Donald Blake is who Thor pretends to be when he goes to Earth. Speaking of which, Hercules, another big guy, that was a big problem for him.
More than a year after the epic finale of Loki Season 2 premiered, Marvel Studios is releasing some deleted scenes in anticipation of the upcoming Steelbook Blu-ray edition, which will be available on December 3rd. If you're a collector of Steelbook cases, you can look forward to getting the 4K Ultra HD version starting on that date. To promote the release, Marvel Studios has shared one of the deleted scenes online, where Loki mentions several characters. Some of these characters are quite controversial, while others hint at potential developments for Loki, Thor, and Hercules, all of which are likely to play a role in Thor 5. In this segment, Loki mentions several notable characters while talking to his friend Mobius over key lime pie. Don't worry if you missed some names or references, we've got you covered. Variety has the exclusive release of a deleted scene from Season 2 of Loki, which provides insight into this conversation. Featured in their article titled Loki Season 2 Deleted Scene reveals Hercules' relationship with the god of mischief. In this scene, Loki reflects on the people who considered him a problem. He names several individuals from Asgard, including Thor's companions Volug, Hogun, and Fandral, collectively known as the Warriors Three, alongside Lady Sif, all of whom have interacted with Loki before. However, except for Lady Sif, they perished at the hands of Hela in Thor Ragnarok. Loki also mentions Laufey, the king of the frost giants and his biological father, and Bor, Odin's father and Loki's adoptive grandfather. He emphasizes Heimdall, which makes sense since Heimdall could see everything Loki was doing. After listing people from Asgard, Loki turns to individuals from Earth. He names Thor's girlfriend Jane Foster, despite her death in Thor: Love and Thunder, which complicates her status. He also mentions her colleagues, Eric Selvig and Darcy Lewis, along with Nick Fury and Maria Hill, who is tragically no longer alive. Lastly, he lists Donald Blake, who Thor pretended to be on Earth. This portrayal isn't fully accurate as per comic lore. In the comics, Donald Blake was a human host created by Odin for Thor during his exile on Earth. Odin stripped Thor of his hammer and memory, sending him as Blake, a disabled medical student who eventually became a doctor. Blake later discovers Mjolnir in a cave and transforms back into Thor. In the MCU, Thor appears as Donald Blake to everyone except a select few, which is a simplification of his character's origin. The deleted scene hints at other characters, such as Amora, Enchantress, whose complicated relationship with Loki has some history, indicating she too sees Loki as a problem. At the very end of the narrative, Loki brings up the subject of Hercules, the renowned Greek demigod who has been a part of Marvel Comics since the year 1965. This iconic character made his much-anticipated debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe during a post-credits scene in the 2022 film Thor: Love and Thunder. In this scene, Hercules is portrayed by Brett Goldstein, known for his role in the hit series Ted Lasso. Within that particular moment, we see Hercules' father, Zeus, played by the talented Russell Crowe, giving his son a commanding order to take down Thor, especially after Thor had previously impaled Zeus using his own lightning bolt. As of now, Marvel Studios has not officially announced when, or even if, Hercules will make a return to the MCU in future projects. However, according to Loki, this encounter was not the first instance in which Hercules had clashed with Odin's family, suggesting a deeper history between the characters. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section and share this video to your Marvel buddies.